manifest faster in just 3 days using this concept with the law of attraction. So inner conversations we have with ourselves is what we truly think and believe about us, our situation, what we want to do in life. Because a lot of us, what we do is we'll want this or we'll want that. And then we'll like think about it and we'll want to manifest it. But then we have all these inner conversations and all these belief systems that go against that. So when you really want to actually like manifest something, you have to get in the state of the wish already fulfilled. That's the craziest part about all this, is it's that simple. Whatever you want, you have to envision yourself being there already, feeling the feelings that it would feel once you're there. That is how you truly manifest faster. We are constantly having conversations with ourselves every day on a day-to-day basis. We have 60,000 thoughts a day, and most of those thoughts are negative. That's why when we're having inner conversations with ourselves, we might say we want this or we want that, but your inner conversation might be completely different. You might feel that you don't deserve it. You might feel that, you know, your entire family has never, for instance, gotten into money, so why you? Why should I be the person that starts a successful business or gets into some money in my family? It's the inner conversations that blocks yourself from getting into that position you want to be in the first place, because that's your subconscious. That's how you're growing up from 0 to 7 years old. Your subconscious was being programmed. You were being programmed. And it's the inner conversations you still have that you had back then with yourself. So you got to realize that it's the inner conversations, and you got to just sit. Like, I'll tell you this, you guys want to learn how to apply it. You just want to sit for like 10 minutes by yourself, put some relaxing music on, and just listen to your mind. Listen to what your thoughts are saying. And then be like, wow. If you just sit down, because we don't like doing this, because it makes us uncomfortable. We don't like to be in our thoughts. That's why we do so many things to keep us busy or not, think, but we like to think about our thoughts. Because a lot of us don't like our thoughts. A lot of us don't like the way we think about ourselves. But the only way to overcome and manifest very fast and get what you want is if you know what you're actually thinking. You have to sit down and just meditate. Meditation, all meditation is just listening to your thoughts. Because once you're aware of your inner thinking, what your thoughts are, then you can change that and then put a new thought or a new belief system in your subconscious, and your subconscious will just run on autopilot, and then it'll find other things like that to manifest, and it'll just naturally attract that. Whatever you want, you have to get on that vibration. You have to get on that level. You have to feel as if you're already there. Why would something come to you that you want if you don't believe yourself that you deserve it? If you don't put yourself in that position? That's the paradox. In order to get what you want, you have to become the thing, and you have to feel what you want to feel. Like, you have to feel what it would feel like getting that thing you want. You have to feel that now. You have to assume it. You have to have faith. The thing that makes it so hard for us is because we want to be logical. We're going to be like, well, how is this going to happen? How am I going to manifest this? You're not supposed to know how you're going to manifest it. You're just supposed to have faith and know it'll happen. You got to assume. You got to live in the assumption of it already happening. You got to live like that all day long. That's how you're truly happy. Your happiness starts from the inner conversations of yourself, and it starts from yourself. Your happiness comes from within. That's where your happiness comes from. And you can think any thought you want. That's the crazy part. No one can tell you what to think. You can think any thought you want. You can think a positive thought. You can think a negative thought. It's all up to you. You can think whatever you want. That's the coolest thing about all this stuff. It's just, we're so programmed to think this or to think that, and we haven't learned this information that I'm giving you, where you're like, wait a minute, what are my thoughts doing? Okay, My thoughts are thinking negative things that I don't want. Meanwhile, I want this, but why would I get this if I'm focusing on that? And then we're focusing so much on what we don't want that you're just attracting more of the shit you don't want. You will never attract anything focusing on what you don't want. You will only attract something when you're focusing on what you do want. You're attracting nonstop, 24/7, 365. If you are in a situation you don't want to be in, it's because you need to look at your thoughts. What are the ways you're thinking? If you're on social media and you're seeing all these negative things and you're relating these negative things and you're like, well, I want to manifest this. But you're focusing on these negative things and you're relating to it, well, you're telling yourself you want to be successful or you want to have money or you want to be happy, but meanwhile, you're focusing so much on social media on stuff that doesn't fucking matter. That's the problem. Is you got to open up your mind. You got to assume the wish fulfilled and be grateful for what you have. Your heart has a frequency 100 times more powerful than your brain does. That's crazy. And your heart is what actually manifests things the fastest. You know why? Because when you're in an attitude of gratitude, when you're optimistic, more positive things happen to you. You're in a situation you never thought you'd be in before. And it all starts with your inner conversations and realizing, wait a minute, this is just something I'm programmed to believe in. I don't believe that. I don't need to believe that. Why? Why do I have to believe that? I can create my own reality because it's my thoughts. I can create my reality with my thoughts. It all starts with this. Thoughts become things. Everything was once a thought. Think about that. Anything around you, look at your mirror, look at your computer, everything was once a thought, and then inspired action is what created that. Like, look at all the things we have around us. Look at in the past 5 years, the technology we have. How crazy is that? And this is all from just the best thinkers on the planet. People who just have a vision and know they can accomplish something, and then something that's impossible, that they accomplish it. It's crazy. We're just multiplying every single day, and just the human brain is amazing, and our consciousness keeps elevating. But if you're in that vibration, that's what you're going to see more of. But if you're in a negative vibration, you're going to see all the bullshit that's wrong with the world. There is positive and negative and negative and positive. I could sit here, look at all the bullshit that's going on in my life and how depressed I am and do nothing about it and complain and go on the computer and bitch and moan about it. Or I can sit here and be like, what are my thoughts doing? What do I believe about this? How can I change it? You can change your life. You can change anything you want. You can change. You just start with a new process. Figure out what you do want in life, not what you don't want in life. Take 100% control of your life. Don't be a victim. Be a leader. Create more leaders. You can do anything you want. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I want you to comment one of your goals for 2025. I'll see you guys in the next one.